I do have a Twitch account actually. How do I don't know. Brett set it up for me and Trill, and I've never used it ever again. How do I do that? Hmm. I'm doing it on my phone. Channels, try J Gaming. I need to.
Try J Gaming. Any spaces or?
Try with an I, right?
Oh.
Yep.
Good. Oh. Actually, yeah, you. Hell yeah, unsubscribed.
I'm not seeing it. So you said it was a gold shield?
Well, I can send it to you in Discord if you want me to, Donnie.
Yeah, that would be easy.
Send you a link in Discord.
Oh yeah, appreciate you.
All I'm seeing is a dude in a weed suit. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that's a hell of an ad at the start.
As ready as I'm gonna get.
Let's go.
Good to go?
Hell
I
yeah.
got you.
My video's gonna disappear for a second, but I'm gonna shoot the thing in my group chat. See if anyone wants to hop in and get some views.
Definitely. So, welcome everybody to our first ever Thursday night brew. I'm your host / dungeon master, DM Ford Stillwater here, and I'm bringing you another home brew from Triple J Gaming in the world of Brewtannia. If you check me out on Monday nights, you will the campaign I run there also takes place in the world of Britannia. But this one takes place in the Second Age, also known the age as the Fall of Britannia. I have some brand new players and a couple of seasoned players with me now. So, like always, when we do games here at Triple J, it's just about the game, man. It's homebrew. We're here to have a good time, break up the monotony of life. We're not too big on the raw. You know, we try to keep it kosher with everybody. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my new players. Then I'll set the scene for everybody. So we'll go ahead and Ulrich, you're up first, Mr. Shatterstone.
All right. So I'm Ulrich Shatterstone. I was born on a farmstead in Karis. We lived a harsh life because of bandits and other scavengers around the area, but nothing my family couldn't handle. Until I turned 15, that's when an unknown noble came and killed both my parents, captured me as a slave, and burned our home. He sold me to a noble of the land, and who forced me to fight in the arena. On my 21st birthday, I finally won my freedom and swore to the Titan that I would avenge my parents if it was the last thing I did.
All right, you got some revenge going on, some nice backstory he's worked into it. I like it. All right, now next we'll have Arshun.
All right, mine's a little long, but I'll speed through it.
Oh, take your time.
Uh,
It's all good, man.
I was born in the small village of Lofton on the eastern part of Altria. The village was under pressure from a drought and thought it was my family's unlucky heritage. Um, and so when I was too young to remember, they forced my family out by burning our humble abode down, killing my mother in the mix. Luckily, my father found me through the chaos, and we fled to Lofton to find a new home. Hopping from place to place, my father taught me to survive as an entertainer by day and a thief in the night when ends didn't meet. One night, as my father was trying to steal some coin from a small-time merchant, he was confronted by a small child in a little hut, and knowing what it was like to lose his family couldn't do him harm. As the boy screamed for my father for help, my father ran to the only exit for me to see my father get stabbed in the back. As my father laid there, he cried out, "The loot is more than you know. Run." I ran I ran to our room in the basement of the tavern in the slumps that my father would perform at nightly. I grabbed my father's loot and held it tight, knowing it was the only thing left of him. I felt warm. It was comfort I never thought I would find again. Little did I know it was more than just comforting feeling. It was the power to make people to smile, to laugh, to cry. It was my power now. Only time will tell what I'll do with it.
Ooh, I like that. It's been a long time since I've actually had a player put some serious into it. Both of you guys, man, killing it, liking it. All right, next up we have Riffraff.
All right, so I'm Riffraff. I was abandoned by my parents in a small pirating village, and I was raised on the ships going up and down the coast, robbing and stealing other folks blind. Now I've landed in this town, bored with the pirating ways and on to the next adventure. That's Riffraff.
Riffraff. Seeing what the land holds from you, spend a life at sea. Let's see what Brewtannia has to offer. Next we have Alon.
Man, we got like 80-something degree weather all the way to the end of the month.
Alon, can you hear me?
Our summers are long.
I think he's on call.
Oh, he might be busy.
Yeah,
Right? Now we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
All right. Yeah, I can give backstory, and then I gotta make a phone call right quick.
Handle your business.
Sorry about that. So my guy Alanon is a druid from the woodlands at the foot of the mountain. He was raised in a druid circle that revered nature. They didn't necessarily worship a deity, but they recognized the existence of the deities of the land. So Alanon became particularly interested in space and the stars and the skies beyond Earth. His circle was insistent that the lights in the sky were deities and that the sky was where the gods lived. But Alanon, through his meditations and his own research, believed that space was just another form of nature. So after speaking with the leader of his circle, he decided to go on a journey to determine. He decided to go on a journey to find out for himself what was in the sky.
And his journey has led him all across the land of the continent of Atreia. Let's see what happens to him, where the stars have led him. All right, next is Aaron Greensleeves.
Right, I'm Aaron Greensleeves, and I like to party. I never knew my parents. Grew up on the streets of town after town as I went to every inn I could find to perform music and acrobatics to make ends meet. Grew fairly famous in a bunch of towns, but left before I got too famous. And now out looking for adventure and to find a sense of purpose.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've done our introduction. I want to applaud each of my players. Thanks, man. That's good stuff, you guys. It gives me something to work with. And with that, it seems all of our adventurers have been wandering the ways for a while and not knowing which way the wind is blowing them. They have somehow migrated to the town of Two Bells along the eastern coast of Atreia. The town of Two Bells is a fairly decent-sized city. It's got, small little port. Heavy traffic coming in, but the great thing about Two Bells right now, it's the fall festival. Entertainers and people are coming in. The fall harvest has come in. People from outlying villages are visiting, trading, making deals, getting ready for the winter. We find our party spread out through the town, but somehow, through fate it may be, they have arrived at the inn of the Laughing Goat. Each of them sitting around, handling business, figuring out what is next is going to happen. So they have wandered their ways through and have entered the inn of the Laughing Goat. So, players, what are you guys doing around this inn? It is a fairly large size inn, and once I get my game right here and get you the right map up here instead of the wrong one, I'll go into more detail. Now, be warned, players, this is a fairly large map with a lot of details, so it might take a minute to load.
Ooh, it's pretty.
All right, I'm going to place you guys in the map at random locations to because you guys are fairly new to the virtual tabletop world of Fantasy Grounds. To find your character on the top left of on your play screen is your where you would find your character token, and also what you click to bring up your character sheet. If you double click on that, or I believe it's right click, it will take you to where your token is on the map. And we're going to go ahead and get things started right. Aaron Greensleeves and Ashroon, roll me a d20. The higher of the two will be the one actually performing at this time.
It's not looking good, boys.
Ooh, Greensleeves. While I'm finishing this setup, Mr. Greensleeves, what kind of performance are you doing today?
A sea shanty.
Ooh, good sea shanty. Well, we're going to actually have a judge, too. So, Mr. Greensleeves, on your character sheet, you will go to your skills tab. All right. You will see on your skills tab, everything that is highlighted with a star is what you are proficient with. All right. So you're going to go down to your skill. That's for performance. You'll see the gold token, and then you'll see the number, and then the little D20 looking dice there.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and click that D20 dice, and we'll determine on how well you're performing tonight.
It's a party, boys.
Oh, whoa. First roll of the night is a nat 20. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. I think it's amazing.
He did say he's a party animal, so
That
I
he
like
did.
it.
Got it.
All right, so Riff, as you are standing at the bar there having a drink, scoping the scene, an old sea shanty that you've not heard from your youth is performed perfectly by someone who looks like they've never spent a day on the seas. All right, I have placed everybody's characters on the map now and gridded it out for size reference. So if you go ahead and click on it, or if you search the map, you should find your token. All right, tokens are locked, which means that if you wish to have your guy move, you will drag your token in any said direction, let go, and it will tell you how far you're moving, and it will wait for me to okay the movement. The reason I do that is so this way characters just aren't moving around the map, and it keeps the flow of real time going. So you start moving to the stage.
Yes.
Arshun, somebody of amazing talent is performing at the bar on the stage right now. You think you might, work might be cut out for you. You're up next. I mean, what are you thinking?
I'm a little intimidated, but in the same time, I'm very impressed. Potentially, might find a performance partner. Could be the ultimate duo. What's going through my head? I'm gonna go to find a better look.
All right, so Alhoon and Aaron, what are you guys? Well, no, Aaron's that. I'm still learning. Elrich and Alone. I will get his character's name right eventually. What are you guys thinking right now? You just heard a very stirring, rowdy, what you could only believe is a sea shanty. How are you guys feeling the vibe?
I'm thinking that he's the best candidate to sing the songs of my triumph.
Ah. Ahoon is new to the ways of the world and spend most of his time in seclusion and through the woods, is sitting back enjoying a grog and listening to the tales and watching the people play. As you guys have, really entered the bar, you notice up the stairs, which would be to your right of the map, there are card tables, games of chance being played. There are other many patrons around the bar also. So the table is open. We will we'll start with Elric, and we'll go Elric, Alshun, Riffraff, Alon, and then Aaron. You guys just tell me what you do, breathe for a little bit, and keep moving along.
All right. Well, I just got into the town, so I need a drink.
So you hollered for the barkeep. Ooh, you're heading up to through the casino area. Oh, side note, guys, to better track actually how much movement you're doing, you see the grid squares on there? Each square represents 5 feet. So show your actual path of travel. So this way you get used to it, because as the game progresses and you guys become more proficient with Fantasy Grounds, I will start using the walls, windows, and lighting that the game has to offer. But since this is our session 1, I'm trying to keep it a bit simple.
Gotcha.
All right, so Elric moves up and grabs himself a drink. Standing behind the bar is a halfling woman. Voluptuous red hair, nice figure for what it is, nice hairy armpits and feet, with a very beautiful smile as she looks up, standing on what you can only believe a small barrel or a footstool of some sort. Hey, what can I do for you, you big lug? Oh my gosh, what do they feed you? She
I'm
says,
just needing some mead.
well, we have black mead, Iron Soul mead, Coaster's salt mead, and Jack Blue's red mead. What will you take?
Whatever's the strongest.
Ooh, Jack Blue's red mead. All right, that'll be a copper and a wink.
How do I pay?
Right now, at this point in time, you would subtract it from your character sheet. You would find under your inventory at the very bottom where it says treasure. I haven't done it out yet, but this is just story time right now. This is story progression, so kind of just think of it as almost like a cutscene in a video game.
Okay.
All right. And I'm a big fan of that style of play. If it gets old, you guys let me know, and I'll adjust play style. But certain things, just kind of got to flow and happen. All right, Arshun, what are you doing? You moved up and you sat down, and the other guys, finishing up a long sea shanty and tale of sorts.
I'm gonna sit here and enjoy the show, honestly. I'm gonna just sit here in awe of this amazing performance. It's pretty high up over here, so I'm gonna just stay here and enjoy the party, scream, shouting, singing along.
All right, as you're sitting there in the moment, a elven woman and what seems to be in plain clothes, maybe a young woman from out of town. Roll a perception check. That will be under your skills tab. Yeah, you're definitely gonna roll a perception check.
And where do I click?
All right, you're gonna see that little gray dice by the +3 under your total. Yes, she is definitely elven. Her clothes scream of a farm maid. You look at it from what it is, even though it's a little threadbare, but it's definitely like somebody's best outfit, a feast day outfit. By looking at her, you would think that she is young for an elf, maybe in her 30s or 40s. And she sits next to you and gives you a smile with tapping her feet to the rhythm of the song.
Okay. And I'm good to respond to that, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'm 17. So for an elf though, that's pretty young considering how long they live. But I remember you said that they mature at the same rate, but do they just live longer in general? I scoot a little closer to her and start singing along with her. See how that progresses later.
Are you putting your heart and soul into it, or are you just kind of, singing along? Because anybody can.
I'm a bard. I'm putting everything I got into this.
All right, go ahead and give me a performance check. And we're gonna revisit what happens from that. Riffraff, as you come strolling up, the sea shanty is coming to an end, and is talking about cresting the waves, running from the tentacles of the kraken with the booty in hand. A good drinking song. You notice movement amongst the crowd, people moving through. A young elf taking a seat next to a tiefling, which is very new to you, and you've only seen one other tiefling in your life.
So she's sitting down next to me?
No, she's sitting next to the tiefling.
Next to the tiefling.
The Arshoon.
Where is that?
Back behind you.
3 squares
The guy
down.
singing
4,
along terribly.
from where your character's at, 2 squares down, 4 squares over.
Ah, Arshoon. Here we are. So
Where are they? Hold up.
I tear myself away from the music, surprised. I left the sea to get away from sea shanties like these, and I didn't expect to hear one in a place like this. That's why I came here. I go to the bar and I grab a drink, and I mean that literally. Grab it from behind the bar that I see already prepared for another customer, and I go to join Arshoon and the Tiefling to see what they're doing.
All right, are you trying to be like slick or blatant?
Neither. I just go up and grab it like I own the drink.
So that would be blatant.
All right.
All right. You move up to the bar, walk right up and grab a beer from the bar there, and turn around, and you roll a sleight of hand.
Is that a D20? Or...
Yep, under your skills tab.
Oh my god.
No, I'm sorry. Go to your skills on your character sheet. Go down to the skills sleight of hand.
Okay.
And click that gray dice right there.
Ah.
With the hubbub of the sea shanty and everybody in general merriment, though you walk over there like a boss, you just kind of slip up. The person is churning, and you watch the beer slide to them. You kind of just stick your paw out there, grab it up, and turn around and start walking back towards where the other people are sitting at. Just before you go to take a seat. Just before you go to take a seat, you hear what should be, the crescendo of the story with the song just get murdered. Like somebody was singing along perfect, and then not so much. Alan, what are you doing?
Blue team or red team? What the hell? Oh my god, if I get killed one more time.
He'll get it figured out. Uh-oh, did we lose him? Dun dun dun, he left. He
That
joined.
wasn't the right button.
Now, yeah, we've got sound.
Okay. We'll turn it off and turn it back on again, trick. All right. So I've already had a grog to drink, right?
I got one that can make it.
Yes, sir.
All right. So so I'm gonna go to the bar, get another drink, and go see what that terrible sound
Oh
was.
shit, don't shoot at me.
All right, you move through the crowd there, and a woman, as you're coming by, just bumps into you. Looks to be in her middle years, dressed appropriately for what is going on. Roll a perception. You just say, she just gives you a little wink and a curtsy and continues moving on. You make your way to the bar. Very large, portly man comes waddling up, grease-stained jerkin, cannons for arms. Looks at you. Take another.
Oh my god, this is gonna piss me off.
Yes, please.
All right, that'll be a copper. As he fills the giant mug and sets it down. As you go to reach for your money pouch, you realize it is gone.
Like a proxy ball.
That bitch. I would like to. I would like to see if I can spot the woman anywhere in the bar.
Roll me another perception check.
They're
Ah.
all over here.
You do see her. She has moved. She's heading up the stairs towards the casino area, towards the gambling area.
Damn.
All right. I would like to follow her.
All right. Go ahead, grab your character and drag it which way you want to move. Be advised the things that are on the map is how the room looks. So the tables, the chairs, the people, stuff like that. So if you go barreling through stuff, it's harder for you to move through. You have a total of 30 feet you can move. So if you want to move another 15 feet, go ahead. All right. So the way Dungeons and Dragons works, especially almost all of the editions, you get a thing called a move action and an attack action. This game has other actions that we'll go over as time progresses. So your first action was realizing that your money had been stolen. Your second action was moving through. All right. So now we're on to Mr. Greensleeves up there. You just nailed it out the park, man. I mean, you're like, I kind of know this song, but somehow all the lyrics just came to you, and you even hit the high notes and remembered the talking story part.
Just making sure that wasn't just me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was wanting. I was waiting for somebody to say something.
All right, so technical difficulties, but we're back. Everybody hear me? And when did I cut out?
Something about high notes.
Oh,
He was killing
Hell
it.
yeah.
yeah. You hit all the high notes, and you even remembered the talking limerick part of the crashing of the waves and the ship getting away with the Kraken's gold. Right there at the end, though, another little shanty part of it. Someone in the crowd just totally almost ruined the vibe of the whole song. And you look down and you see something that has only been seen a handful of times, and that is a tiefling sitting there talking to an elf. That roll a perception check. You're going to go to your skills tab, and then the little gray D20. All right, that's cool. We're going to go with the first roll.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, we're not. No, there it goes. There it goes. All right, so yeah, you see the crowd mingling through. You do notice a very forcing-looking individual kind of pushing his way through some tables in the back. A tabaxi standing there leaning up against the pillar, kind of, really in zone. A few other patrons who are paying attention, and then you look down and you see this tiefling sitting there who, right as you're finishing up your crescendo, kind of bumps it along a little bit, messes it up. And then a female elf sitting next to him, who's at first glance seemed to be a little interested, but after that moment, not so much. What are you doing?
Okay. Well, so first I'm going to take a bow.
Hell yeah.
Get my flowers there, and then I'm gonna head down and check it out. I'm not, I grew up on the streets, so I'm not. And it's weird, but it doesn't bother me. But I'm curious as to why you tried to ruin my song. So I'm gonna go down and just see what's going on.
All right, you know where your character token is at on the map?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait, Leon's
All right.
in here. It looks like Alexis.
So,
Other thing.
you guys go ahead and interact as you're sitting there. Arshun, the performer, has stepped down and has taken a seat across the bench, on the bench in front of you there. After he does a nice pirouette bow, very low and deep, seems very practiced and elegant.
So I'll come down and sit down and do a little bow as I sit. Say, thank you for coming. What's going on?
I get on my hands and knees and beg for forgiveness for ruining such an amazing performance. I explain that I'm an entertainer myself, and though I'm only 17, I still have voice cracks every now and then. And mid song, I had a awful voice crack that I know completely ruined the ending of his performance. So I apologize wholeheartedly.
So I explained that not only am I an amazing performer, but I'm also incredibly humble, and I'm a man of the people, so I'm fine with that. And it's just great to meet a fellow artist such as myself. And then I turn and introduce myself to the elf woman next to him.
She looks over there and looks at the two of you, and then she gets a nice smile on her face, and she's like, "Oh, pleasure is all mine. I'm Celine Frozenstar. Oh, your performance was moving. I never heard such a rendition of that shanty before. Though we have a nice dock here in Two Bells, we don't get many ships coming in. They either travel farther up and down the coast. Oh, it was so good. Now, are you here, both of you here to perform for the rest of the festival? Mostly, though, I hope you good, sir. And what was your name? I didn't catch it. I came into your performance a little late.
Oh, the name's Aaron Greensleeves, and I like to party. Did I buy you a drink?
I thought you would never ask. And with that, she stands up and holds her hand out for you to stand up with her.
All right, well, I'll take her hand, and we'll walk towards the bar, and I'll invite my new friend to come with us.
I get up and follow them as a tear goes down my cheek from my woman just got stole.
All right, so Elric, off in the bar. There's gambling. Behold, you hear the sounds of dice and cards being played. If you look over to the right, there's tables of gaming tables, some strange gambling tables, and a few people playing a game known to you called Bones, or also in other words, Dominoes, that you've played before many nights in the gladiatorial arena after everything was done back at the hovel.
All right. Well, I'm more of a man of action than games, so I grab another drink and head towards the to the showroom.
All right, go ahead and move your character.
I get 30 feet, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, so you grab another one of those ales. Roll a Constitution save. So it's going to be on your main tab, okay, of your character sheet. You'll see saves on the right-hand column.
Uh-huh.
See the little gray deal that looks like a D20 underneath by the con?
Yeah.
Go ahead and click that, and that's how you roll a save.
Okay, I am clicking it.
No, you grab it and like throw it.
Oh, you can.
Oh,
You can
okay.
do that too. Yep, that is an option.
Nice.
All right,
Solid.
so that second one of this blue red ale, you grab it up and you're like, wham, and you slam it down, you set it, and you're like, I'm gonna go watch a show. And your first couple of steps, you're fine. You know, it's like I'm good to go. Those 2 beers that quick ain't nothing. And then you kind of get by the pillar, and then you let a nice belch out, and whoo, start to feel a little good there, buddy. Like, you know, feel a little loosened up. And then you're like, ooh, maybe I'm a little loosened up. Kind of like, you know, when you stand up too fast. You're like, oh, you kind of put your hand on the pillar there before heading down the stairs. Our Shun is now traveling with Aaron. So, Riffraff, you see this, you know, tiefling just kind of get down and, you know, bowing his head and apologizing. The conversation is within earshot, and, you know, you kind of hear them discussing with each other. But what you notice the most is just behind them, a woman walking up the stairs, and just for some reason in between them, you notice a mark on her hand that you've seen before. The mark of a traitor.
And when you say traitor, that's ADER or AITOR.
Yes.
Hell yeah. So, as intrigued as I am by the performance that was just put on, it's not a pirate's way to get in the way. Oh man. I was walking with a lovely woman and this young elven man to the bar. So I decide to follow the woman and see what the symbol and see what's going on with her.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you trying to like hide amongst the crowd and slink your way through?
I'm trying to. I don't want to be seen by her, but not slinking. But yes, I
Okay.
don't want to be aware of me.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh, you're right there, okay.
Oh, wow. So, so you just kind of pie to the south around some tables and some patrons, staying in her blind spot. Go ahead, and I'm going to move your guy. You don't have a problem with that?
Damn, where are they?
Nope.
Oh, behind
All
me.
right.
Hmm.
And you just kind of move over to this table there, and then when she goes to sit down, you just sit down at the table all nonchalant. Like, the individual sitting there is like, what? What do you want?
Hold on, we're going after somebody else.
And then you just kind of, you know, stand up real quick and move move just behind her. All right, as she goes, then she starts moving up the stairs and then bumps into Elrich. Elrich, roll a perception at disadvantage. Okay? So to do that, on the bottom left of your screen, you're going to see a little box that says modifiers, then one that'll say another set of boxes that'll say ADV and DIS.
Mhm.
All right, click that DIS, then go to your skills tab and click perception on the roll, just like you do any other skill roll. And as you guys see, the game automatically gives it the disadvantage, takes the lower of the two. That alcohol's kind of hidden, and the beer glasses are on, and here comes this pretty little thing walking up to you, and you kind of slide out there and look at her and like, hey, how's it going? And she says, well, aren't you cute, as she runs her finger underneath your chin and just continues walking past. Riff, roll me a perception check.
And
Yes, you watch as she takes the one finger and rubs it underneath of his chin, and he's like, just looking her in the eyes as she slips her other hand around his belt and relieves him of his purse. As she continues to strut by. Alon, what are you doing, buddy?
Do I see her take this? Do I see her bump into this man?
Yes, you do. From your vantage point, you see her bump into the individual.
Hmm. Is there a yelling range in this game?
No, there's not. Well, there is, but for what you're at, I will make you roll a a Constitution check. So you go to your main page, right on your character sheet. You're going to go to your ability section on there. And where it says Constitution, you'll see the little gray dice. You can double click it or drag and drop.
I don't know. Me and Leon kind of just took off.
Yes, you let out a bellow so loud that it draws the attention of all the patrons. What do you yell?
I just yell thief and point in her general direction.
Well, in her general direction stands a tiefling, a tabaxi, and her. The whole bar kind of stops at how loud you shout this. Literally to the point where most people stop and are now looking at the tiefling and the tabaxi. And maybe some people are looking at her, but she kind of has moved past Elric and doesn't seem to stop. What else do you do?
I'm going to say the elf at the top of the stairs, thief.
People are taking notice. Other people are still staring at the tiefling, though. Riffraff.
Racist.
Oh.
Oh, shit, right there.
A child of the Fae never goes unnoticed. Yeah, so some lore on this one. The tieflings are not children of demonic heritage. They are children of Fae heritage. So do you wish to move, though? Or are you going to go chasing after? You have the attention of the bar. People are now looking and, talking.
Oh, I thought those were my actions. Sorry.
No, you shouting. You're good.
All right. How far can I move?
In this situation right now, we're still doing 30-foot movements.
Got you.
All right, as you come walking by, and you're shouting a... Daggum, I didn't mean to load this up with nothing but female tokens. I thought I was... Anyways, a farmer, as you come walking by, steps out. Where's the thief? Who's the thief? What's going on? Why would somebody be thieving? It's a time of joy. Where is this thief you're talking about? And just generally getting in your way.
I would like to say to the farmer, the elf lifted. I have good reason to believe the elf lifted my coin purse, and she's heading to the casino with it.
What? Why casino? Oh. What? As you can tell, he has obviously been into his cups.
I would like to ignore him and continue walking.
All right.
Mission.
And now, Alshun and Aaron. what are you guys doing? As you guys are standing there, you know, the commotion.
Somebody else is shooting at me though.
So I hear. Can I roll a perception check to try and figure out where he was pointing?
Yes, you can.
Oh shit. I'm about to die in the storm. Shit. I'm not gonna heal in time. Did I? Nope. Somebody come get me! I need to fix my freaking med kit in time.
Yes, you do. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking here. I'm not that good at it.
Oh, you're fine.
It's right there. Will that work when I'm right here?
All right. So yeah, you see who he's pointing at, and kind of make his way, making her way through. When you notice that, it is the only one that doesn't actually like stop and turn and look around.
Okay, so I'm fully aware that it's that woman that he was pointing at.
Yes.
Okay.
Alexis, is that you shooting?
Use or here I will walk, or I pay attention and notice that everyone's looking at me, and I caught the attention of everyone. So I walk, or I say that it is the woman at the top of the stairs that's the thief. I proclaim that, and then I walk 10 feet to the stairs, and then I do have an action point, correct? Like in this time, we're good to use cantrips.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. I use minor illusion. And force a female voice as close to, I think, because I haven't actually heard her speak, to what I think she would say or sound like. And I make her confess that she stole gold, or that she has stolen an item, that she is a thief. I make her proclaim that. Just a voice coming from her direction.
There's somebody shooting behind you guys.
So you move forward, trying to think quickly on your feet. Definitely trying not to get ran out of another town. You reach into your innate abilities of magic that you've learned, and in your best imitation of a female voice, roll a performance.
Oh God! I have a +6 modifier. How is this happening?
All that is kind of heard is, because there's still a little bit of a silence going on as people are, figuring out what is going on. You hear, yeah, so what? You want to fight about it? Come from the female's general direction. Elric, you're like, what do you mean you want to fight about it? And you're thinking that this little thing that just walked by you said something about wanting to throw hands.
All right. So do I know that she took my purse?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So I want to go talk to her and see what's up. See why she's wanting to fight.
All right, so you take a step forward. You're like, well, you role play it out. Tell me how you handle this, because she's still within like grabbing distance. You try to reach out and grab her. You just like, hey, what do you mean? You have to tell me how you're handling this.
I want to grab her and ask her what her deal is. Like, what's the issue?
All right, so you're going to do what's called initiating a grapple. A grapple is used by opposed strength checks.
Oh,
All right. So in 5th edition, all you have to do is say that I'm grappling that person. You don't actually have to physically hit them. So it's going to be an opposed strength check, or if you have acrobatics, you can try to get out of it. So for you,
It came from that direction, didn't it?
you have acrobatics also. That's pretty actually handy. And athletics. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll a strength check. On your character sheet, on the main tab, you'll see where your abilities are at.
Oh, I see one.
Yeah.
All right, you see right there at strength, that little gray dice right there. Boom, 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 boom. Let's roll and see what happens. All right, so you reach out to grab this woman and ask her what her problem is. And deftly, she just ducks underneath of your hand and pushes it away in such a manner that you spin towards the steps. And she's, what's your problem? Don't touch me. All right, and with that, though, as you guys are distracted and whatnot, all of a sudden a loud noise, a loud boom is heard through the whole inn. It shakes the walls, kind of causes commotion. The chandeliers are now rocking. Various patrons around throughout the inn yell, "The time is 9. You shall pay, insolent ones." And you notice that a bunch of elves that were standing there all now pull out red powder from pouches and cover their faces in it and brandish daggers. Now what we're going to do is called, we're initiating a combat sequence. I have this cool little addition for this game, where I can ask all of you guys to roll me certain things. I just wanted to go through the first section, so this way you guys learn where the tabs were at and, how to manipulate some things. This combat is going to be fairly easy because it's the first one, so I want you guys to learn how to use combat mechanics and how to manipulate the Fantasy Grounds software. So select all PCs, initiative, request roll. On your screen, a little box should pop up asking you to roll that. Boom, 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 boom.
I was 16 years old.
Oh my
Remember
god.
that research place? The wall?
I got a
Green
5.
sleeves. Chill with the nat 20s, dude. Come on.
I'm using them too early.
I don't know, you might have been too young.
It's gonna be a rough campaign.
Well, hopefully I'm saving mine up.
It's called Harlan Research, and we went out
Yeah,
to
I'm
find
waiting for my
different
performance to
technical
kick in. I'm about to just
people,
shred on the loop.
Yep. Down across from where Kiki Hooligans is.
Greensleeves. After that,
There was like this little
boom
office
and
there
rumble,
forever.
you quickly react as you're watching these individuals, start throwing this red dust all over their face and brandishing knives. The people that are, if you scroll over them and if a name pops up, those are the enemies. Okay? The other tokens are bystanders.
What's their name?
If it makes everything easier for everybody, because this combat, I'm going to delete the tavern folk. But do be advised, though, as the game progresses and we all get better at manipulating the software, I will leave them in there because it adds more to the game. All right?
Oh, I thought the tavern folk were the ones who. Are they not the elves that pulled out the powder and
They're-
grabbed daggers?
Mixed within all of the tavern folk that are around you are the ones that pull out daggers and that are all elves. The ones that I'm deleting,
Gotcha,
it's not
gotcha.
all of them. So your little girlfriend's going bye-bye. She wasn't one of them, actually. Not gonna lie, almost thought I had about having a DM moment, having her as one of them, but that would have just been,
Where are you?
funny yet cheap.
Hold on. I don't have a gun.
Dadgummit.
Well, she would have to be evil to turn this face down. So.
She did go for green sleeves pretty quick.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jesus, man.
Y'all didn't hear me play What Do You Do with a Drunken Sailor? It was beautiful.
All right, so green sleeves, you are up. Combat is, you go by initiative order. In combat, you have like you said, you've played before, so you got a general idea. Remembering you get 2 actions. You get a movement action and an attack action. Obviously, as you level up, you'll get bonus actions and reactions and so on and so forth. But right now, what are you gonna do, man?
So first I want to. I figure everybody who's not cultist is on the same team, so I want to use Bardic Inspiration on this pirate-looking guy because he looks tough, and I'm gonna want his help when this all shakes out. So how do I Bardic Inspiration?
All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on your character token.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then left. Yep. Left. I'm sorry. Right click on your character token.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now go hover your character token over. Hover your mouse over Riffraff. Hold Control, and then left click, and it should target him.
I don't think it did.
All right. So yeah, you just targeted yourself.
Right. Okay.
Now do that again, so this way you untarget yourself. Control click, left click on yourself and see if that. There you go. But make sure you untarget yourself, because whenever you cast a spell or attack, the game is going to automatically attack. Or there you go.
All right. So.
Hold on. All right, so yep, it's just after you click on your character, it is left click and control for you to target somebody.
Okay, so right click on myself.
Oh, he's running. They're running.
Left
They're running.
control. Left click.
Don't do it without the right click on yourself. It's been a minute since I played, guys. I'm a little rusty.
Yeah, so you left click on yourself and then control left click on whoever you're targeting. I was just trying to figure it out myself.
Yeah.
Okay,
There you
so
go.
that's got it.
Now you're going to go down to your actions tab on your character sheet.
Shit.
And Bardic Inspiration.
I grabbed a friggin' med kit.
All right, so you get. Oh, okay. Wrong character again. Actions.
Oh.
Bardic Inspiration. All right, so on your actions tab, under Bardic Exploration, you see that little spyglass looking thing? Next to all right, click that little spyglass thing.
Okay.
Now it should drop down in an effect option.
Okay.
All right, now click that effect option.
He had something on his head.
Boom, you just used.
Yeah.
All right, so now Riffraff has a Bardic Exploration, meaning that you can use a D6 ability for a check with the spell. That is how spells work. That is also how attacking works. So instead of you doing using a spell ability, you would just roll from your weapons tab. Your weapons section on your actions tab. All right, now you can still move if you want to.
Okay. I do have a question for later. Like, I've got a crossbow, but it says no ammo. Do I really have no ammo because we just started, or?
Everybody's got 20 bolts or 20 rounds of ammunition. So you can just put in that ammo column. Put 20.
Okay.
I was wondering that too. Yeah.
Is that also for like each? Say we have different. Like I have dart and sling. So do I just have ammo?
So darts, you're gonna only have 5. Sling, you'll have 20.
And how far can I move?
30 feet.
Okay, still 30.
That's Daniel running over there.
right, and if you're done with your turn,
Yep.
all right, so on the top left of your screen, you're going to see a thing that says fight. It's called the combat tracker. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, click that, open up that combat tracker. Some people like to leave it open, some people like to leave it closed. Viewer discretion advised.
Oh, and just bottom left turn complete?
Yep. Our next actor, there you go.
Oh,
Our Shun.
early in the afternoon because he's got to work Saturday night because they got him at the hospital.
You hear him,
Oh, I gotta get.
not only is he a great performer, but he has the calling of the bard also. You sense his magical abilities as he says a limerick, and energy washes over the tabaxi standing there, seeming to be inspired.
Yeah, you can come over and play in the bedroom or whatever on the Xbox.
Okay. Let's see. So me and Riffraff are directly like within touching distance, correct? 1 square.
Correct.
Okay. Just making
You're
sure.
just standing there, aren't you? I'm dead, so.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I've been dead. Because he had to shoot up all those people, so he
For
couldn't
sure.
get to all of us.
All right.
Oh,
Look,
I know.
are the
Yeah,
stairs
people everywhere coming out.
not super steep? Like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, are they at a pretty like low degree to where I can see up them, or would I have to go up the stairs to target anyone?
I saw somebody running
The stairs are 5 foot up. So to get up the stairs to target anyone, you would actually have to go up them.
Okay, gotcha. I go up the stairs. And will see the cultist female that was pickpocketing other people inside the tavern, and I will use vicious mockery.
All right, she is not actually a cultist. She is actually not a cultist. She does. Yep, she does not have red. She does not cover her face in dust.
Alexis, did I tell you what we're
Now, if you want to target
when we get our puppy?
one of the other ones, is you have 2 within sight.
What we're gonna name it? No, we want a chocolate dash hound that's chocolate and like tan, and we're gonna name him Twix.
There we go. Okay. Then I cast
I can't wait to get my dapple.
vicious mockery.
We're gonna get my dapple dash hound.
All right, so this way, you guys understand. When you cast a spell on an enemy and it has to roll a saving throw versus your spell, in the chat box there, if it says failure, that means they failed. Dadgummit, come on. All right, so you guys understand when you cast a spell and an enemy has to roll a saving throw. In the chat box, it will say what they roll. If it says failure, that means they failed. If it says success, that means they succeeded in passing your check. Okay, so the enemy failed to save. So next you would go ahead and cast you'll hit the damage button. So this vicious mockery is always told in a joke. Tell us a joke.
He's sitting there licking my chin, and then he starts climbing up me, and his paws sink in my shirt and starts pulling it down.
I needed to know this beforehand. I'm not very quick-witted myself.
Oh yeah, by the way.
I thought it
Alexis
was an
went
insult.
away.
An insulting joke.
I still can't believe that one time, Alexis, that me and you freaking hid out in that one area and freaking won by hiding. And I think when we had a final.
Well, while he's thinking of his
no,
vicious-
I can't. I'm sorry.
vicious-
Like it's just not gonna.
He's like, hey, you got red on your face. And it hurt him to his soul. All right. Alshun, if you would, go ahead and pass your turn.
Where do I do that?
Same thing. Open up the combat tracker. The combat tracker is found at the top right.
Yeah, I have it open.
Okay, and it's going to be in that window, bottom left, the little red arrow.
Okay, turn complete. Gotcha. Awesome.
All right, Riffraff. There's all sorts of stuff going on.
So,
You're standing there. Next thing you know, a bunch of the house starts shaking. That performer walks by and just kind of gives you a nod and a little wink there. Energy and magics wash over your body. You've felt this kind of energy before on the one of the ship's mages has used an ability similar to this on you in your past. You know what you're capable of, but you see all these cultists standing around, and they're attacking some of the civilians that are around, some of the townsfolk. It's getting pretty chaotic in here. What are you doing?
so he went into the other room and he yelled, did vicious mockery to cultist 2. So we've got cultist 2 wounded. Other cultists, we've got cultists behind us and 2, and they are not wounded.
Well, she's got dapples, and right now we want to get a solid one first.
For me to hit the 2, that's too far for a dagger throw.
I think I'm just going to wait for the breeders because I know that when we get them from them,
35, 40 feet.
that they go through like extensive medical stuff where they're completely looked over and everything.
I'm going to use feline agility to double my movement points
or any other kind of health
this turn.
effects or health issues and stuff because they won't, if there's anything they don't.
And I'm going to...
Plus they remove the dew claws or whatever prior to getting them, so I'm kind of glad about that.
I'm going to go and attack Cultist 4 with my rapier.
All right, now be advised, those tables are there standing.
Ah,
I saw that.
Okay, so all of my maps, everything that's on them is what is there in front of you.
right.
So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that movement, so this way you can replan it out.
Nice. Breaker.
Now, if you drag your token again, it will continue your movement.
All right, so yeah, then I'll end up there. Okay, fantastic. So near Cultist 4.
Hold on a minute. Take one side, go.
Then I will attack him with my... Yeah.
Remember to target him.
Right. How do you target him?
You since you've already got your character clicked, hover your cursor over that cultist, control click on him, and it should target him. Boom, got him. Oh, you did it one too many times. Do it again. Boom, got him targeted. Now on your actions tab, you go to your rapier in the big black D20 that's right there. Click it.
My actions tab.
On your character sheet, it's the very last tab.
Okay, and I've got it clicked. It's in melee. Melee.
Yeah, the black D20 that's on there, double click it, the one that's next to rapier.
Oh. Nice. All right.
Critical hits. Now the game
Yeah.
also does automatic crit damage. So go ahead and in the box it says 1d8 plus 4. Click that box. Double click it. You don't have to
Which
click it.
one?
All right, on your actions tab, the box that's right next to the black D20, it's got the 1d8 plus 4 in it.
Mm-hmm.
Click that box now.
Okay, I clicked it. Nothing happened.
Double click it.
Take it and roll.
Okay, sorry.
What's that?
Do I roll it? Take it.
No, you already rolled your attack. So now you got to roll your damage. That's what you're doing with this.
I got you.
Go in.
So yeah, that 1d8 plus 4 box, double click that and it should, boom.
Girl, don't feel bad. I've been dead.
Hey, I just rolled by accident. That didn't do anything, right?
No.
Okay.
And I rolled that. I got a 9 for effect unconscious dying.
You killed him.
Hell yeah.
So with the inspiration, seeing that these cultists are, brandishing these daggers and slashing at innocent folk, you quickly dive over a chair, slip around with your feline agility, kind of, weaving through the crowd, and grab a townsfolk out of the way, and with your rapier, slide it between the ribs of the cultist. A surprised look on its face as it didn't see you coming, and falls dead, blood gurgling from its mouth. Go ahead and hit end your turn. And again, that'll be under the combat tracker.
Oh, I got some apples for him too.
Shit. Yeah, I'm not seeing that.
You want to go for it?
Combat tracker. Yep, little red button at the top of your screen in the top right.
I don't think you do that.
Combat tracker.
And then on that window, there you go. Whammy.
Okay. Hey.
I am. I think you guys are like almost ready to vote.
Hello.
Oh wait.
All right.
Oh,
So,
right here. Okay.
do I have the components to cast Shillelagh?
Yeah.
All right. Sweet.
People dropping all over here.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast. So Shillelagh's a bonus action. Can I cast that before I move and use an action,
There's a bunch of them going on outside.
or how does that work?
Goes backwards, it'll fit.
You can cast Shillelagh and attack, or you can cast Shillelagh and move. You can't cast Shillelagh, move, and attack.
Okay. I'm still learning how bonus actions work.
Yeah, they're tricky in this. Certain abilities with bonus actions allow you to do that. Certain bonus actions don't stack like that.
All right. So I'm gonna move to Cultist 3 and strike him with my scimitar. All right, you're gonna have to walk me through how to attack another person again. I'm a little lost.
That's all good. Now, control, click Cultist 3 with your, make sure your cursor's over the Cultist 3, and
Hello?
then control, click.
Damn, I'm dead.
Can y'all hear me at all?
Yeah, we got.
we can hear you. Go.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
I'm sorry. No, I got you. I forgot that I had myself muted. You're good to go. All right. So you're going to go ahead and move your cursor over Cultist 3 and control click.
Okay.
Boom. Now that it's targeted, you're going to go to your actions tab on your character sheet, which is going to be the very last tab on there. All right. So under your weapons section, the black D20 that's right there, you're going to roll that. By scimitar. All right, so your scimitar, you swing and you hit. If you see in the chat window, it lets you know that your hit was successful. Now go to the damage area right there where it says the 1d6 plus 2. Double click that.
Nice.
All right. So do you want to describe how you do it, or?
I see the tabaxi over there. I saw the tabaxi sneak up and nobly destroy a cultist, and it fills me with determination. So I run beside him and take a swing at the cultist with my scimitar, ideally across the belly, to the cultist closest to him, if it isn't already dead.
So as you slash, the cultist just in time jumps away. You were going for a gut wound, but instead you caught him across his arms and his chest, leaving a wicked gash across his body because they are in plain clothes. But there's a fevered look in their eyes, almost as if that dust is causing them to really get crazy. All right, go ahead and pass your turn.
All right. Where is that at?
All right, so again, on the combat tracker, top right of the screen, of your screen, there'll be a thing that says fight. You click on that, it says, when you highlight your cursor over it, it'll say combat tracker. Click that, another window will appear. I forgot to warn you guys, there's a lot of windows in this.
Got you. Okay. Sorry, you've explained this like 1,000 times.
And I will explain it 1,000 more, man. It's all good. Probably by like session 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 12, you'll get it. Trust me, I've got guys, my other group, we've been playing for almost a year now, and like me, I've been playing this for a minute, and I couldn't remember how to target there for a second, so don't even sweat it, bro.
Good. Yeah, because I was paying attention. Yeah.
Shatterstone.
All right. What's my range for throwing my hand axe?
1 second. And all right, to figure that out, you will go to your items tab. Inventory tab. All right, go under hand axe and see the gold coin that's next to it.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Okay.
And under properties, it'll say what it is.
Range.
So range 20.
20 out of 60.
Yep.
So I can. Do I go off of 20?
Yep.
Or is it?
Anything under 20 is fine. 20 to 60 is at disadvantage. Anything over 60, you cannot.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll have to move to hit Cultist 1 then, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I am going to push up to get closer to the Cultist 1.
All right. If you want, because you can take your first step as a diagonal, I'll move you over one more. Does
Okay.
that work for you?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
All right. Yep.
All right. And then to attack, I click my character.
Mm-hmm.
And then go to actions. And then it's the black die, right?
Well, okay. After you've clicked on your character, go over to the enemy you want to hit, and then control click on that enemy because now the game recognizes that you're targeting. Yep. All right. So now go to your actions tab, and you want to throw your hand axe.
Yeah. So I'll swap it to ranged, right?
Yep. So, but there is hold on 1 second. All right. So there's three different. Okay. See how I just changed it for you?
Yeah.
Yep. So where the big sword, where the sword is at, that's how you differentiate between melee, shooting something, and then throwing something.
Yeah, I thought it was just ranged and melee. My bad.
That's all good.
All right. So then it's the black die.
Yep. And you come running across the deal, slide to that table, rear back, let loose. The axe goes flying into the air. Now roll the damage. Burying deep in the cultist's chest. He's bleeding bad. He's still standing, but he is bleeding bad.
And that's all my.
I know, so
Yeah, that's everything I can do, right? So now I just
Yep.
end it.
Yes, sir.
I'll make it before my freaking health runs out.
All right. Cultist 1. In a fervor, regardless of the blood gushing from his chest. Comes running around and slashes at you with his dagger.
No.
You easily dodge back as the attack is weak, and yeah, it's just weak to you. You've seen so much combat dancing around in the arena, you easily just dodge away from it.
Where the hell is that thing?
Cultist 2, that had the vicious joke told upon it. Upset, sees the tiefling. Comes running towards him in a fervor. Brandishing his dagger, swings. And connects with the tiefling, who is offset from the steps. The dagger buries deep within his gut and then is wrenched free, spilling blood on the stairs. Cultist 3, who had a scimitar slashed across his chest, lunges back at his attacker. Whoops, wrong one. Alone barely deafs the blade as it nicks his shoulder and leaves a small gash in him. Nothing, though, that he has not dealt with before. Cultist 4 bleeds out and dies.
Hell yeah.
A cultist comes running through the fireplace, knocking over some wood between the two pillars. Reaches back with a kukra and lets it fly towards Aaron Greensleeves.
Oof.
Ooh, Aaron just misses as the kukra slams into the table right there next to him. All right, standing up at a table there, a patron who was, acting in shock and awe, reaches into his pouches and then throws like a blood goo over his face and says, "For the demon dragon lord, all of you shall die." And releases a gout of magic fire towards Alhoun. The magic slams into him. Alhoun might fall. But hearing the magic's being cast at him, quickly raises his scimitar as the blade takes the brunt of the magic as the flames wash over him. Greensleeves.
All right.
Fuck him up.
All right, now you still have Riffraff targeted. So
Yeah, I'm trying to undo that.
click on your character.
Yeah.
All right, now take your cursor, drag it over Riffraff, then control click. Boom.
All right. Yeah.
Now don't click on your character again. Whatever you want to do next, just control click on an enemy, okay?
All right. Yeah. Didn't much like having that kukri thrown at me. I'm gonna hit him with the old crossbow.
Oh. With deft hands, you pull your crossbow from your side. Take aim and let the bolt loose.
And then
Slamming the bolt right into the throat of the cultist. It staggers and stumbles in shock as the bolt is sticking out from the back of its neck. It twitches twice, then crumples to the ground.
I realized that I was correct to apologize dearly to this man.
people
You
think
still-
because I'm so talented I can't fight. They're wrong.
Yeah, there's two of them, three of them up here.
I just found out who my new main target is, at least.
Oh yeah, question. Not that we can do anything about it now, but vicious mockery, isn't it supposed to make a disadvantage against the opponent that it's cast on?
It does. It does. It does. And
I
how
just
come it
remembered
didn't-
that.
Damn it,
How come it didn't give it its effect? All right, but we'll have to remember that in the future.
Gotcha.
Definitely.
I'm dead. The fucking storm killed me.
Am I good to start my turn?
Get you some, buddy. Get you some.
Awesome. As I see cultist number 2 run towards me and swing and vitally wound me, let's see. Attack of opportunity is a thing in 5e, right? So if I tried
That's-
to run away,
Unless you use the disengage option. The disengage option means that you are leaving combat, but you can do nothing else but leave combat.
okay, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'll die here if I have to. Bold words, I know. Okay. I will.
Oh, there's somebody.
Let's see.
Over off that bridge in the water.
He's wounded. Let's see. Everybody else took care of theirs pretty
No, not that
easy.
bridge.
I'll give him my best shot here.
Over to the right. He's down
I
there by
will
that house on
pull
that
out
little
my
ramp bridge.
trusty dagger
He's over
and
there.
start shanking him in the stomach. Vigorous action, really give my horns some
Damn.
something to live by, you know.
Better than you've been, Rowan.
Right.
Even though you're wounded and your blood is spilled upon the stairs, you grab the railing with your right hand and with your left hand pull a dagger from its sheath in the back and then jab it deep into the
Nice.
cultist. Let's see how much damage you do. Go ahead and
There
roll
was
damage.
another one, though. When he went down.
Did it not?
Ooh.
There we go.
Now, like you said, you plant the dagger. The cultist kind of tries to back away, but quickly releasing the railing, you grab him up by his clothes and then just continuously plunge the dagger into him a few more times until he's just a bloody heap laying there on the floor.
There's two of them.
You still have a movement action?
There's
Oh yeah,
one
now
to
that
the
he's
left.
dead, I can move. Let's see. I will stay close enough to be in the fight, but I'm gonna head over a little bit further away because I know I'm pretty weak.
Yeah, they're the only two left, too.
All right,
Oh, yeah,
sir.
they
You
knocked me down the
wisely
water
move
hole.
around the tables, kind of put some distance between you and the other cultists, but where you can still see the enemy combatants. Go ahead and pass your turn.
The other one's by that tree.
Riffraff, what are you doing?
So Cultist 3 is wounded, but not dying. Wounded.
Nice.
So I'll go. Yeah, I'll go to here. And I will finish off the job with my rapier for Cultist 5, or Cultist 3 rather. And I will hit him with my rapier. Go ahead and roll.
Yep, roll your attack. And if it hits, then roll your damage.
Nice. Right to the shark.
Ooh. The cult is seeing you coming and grabs a chair and throws it to the ground, causing you to step back in your swing short.
Can I do any other actions or that's it? Dang. Sorry, gang.
Did your best.
I did. It looks like so hard.
Cool.
All right, go
Not
ahead.
everyone can roll 3 d20s.
Go ahead and pass your turn.
Oh, sorry about that.
Alon, what are you going to do, buddy?
All right. For the first time since I've been playing Druid, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh, and then I'm gonna bonk Cultist 3. All right. So how do I
All right.
make that work?
All
How do
right,
I cast,
so
cast
so
Shillelagh?
because this is the kind of spell that the game can't actually code because it's just the way it works. All right, so for this spell, you'll use your spellcasting ability instead of strength for your attack. So your spellcasting ability is 4. So math-wise, go to your actions tab, right?
Action. Yep.
All right, so the math is already figured in. On the bottom left of the whole screen, where it says modifiers, advantage, disadvantage, +2, -2, so on and so forth down there.
You're in actions.
No, your total screen. And the bottom left. All right, see where it says +2?
Yes.
Click that twice. All right, down there in your modifiers, it should have a +2. It should have 2 of them there, +2. Also, another way we can do, just old school, remember the math.
Because if I press the +2 twice, it highlights and then goes away.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. I forgot they changed that. Just remember, just add 4 to this roll, and I'll remember to add 4 to this roll. The 19 hits. All right. So what you can also do, and you rolled it off your attack, your weapon, right? Your quarterstaff.
Yes.
All right. Now take that roll that's in the chat window. Click it and drag it over the cultist. Actually, or did you just roll a d20?
Yeah, I rolled the d20 for the thing. I've got the d6 hovering over the cultist. Do I let go of it?
Yes.
Nice.
Wham! You shillelagh'd him.
So that so I rolled a 5 and my quarterstaff is 1d6 -1, but does Shillelagh makes the damage go off of wisdom instead of strength?
All right,
That-
so it'd be 5 would be 9. So I got to add 5 more to that damage. Good catch. So no, you actually, yeah, you shillelagh him right in the side of the head. So as the cultist quickly grabs the chair and throws it in the way of the tabaxi, he turns his head ever so slightly, giving you an opportunity. You beehive swing that quarterstaff right across his head as he is turning, and a sickly crack sound can be heard as his head is, his face is caved in with such force that it planks him in the air as he falls to the ground, twitching.
Roger that.
Welcome to
And
that.
that's turn.
Shatterstone.
All right. I got a question real quick. So I've got action dodge. Is that something I would use during my turn, or is that whenever something's used against me?
It is something you would use during your turn, but it takes up your action. So you wouldn't be able to move. Like you could action dodge and move. Yeah, that's how those actions work. It would replace your attack action.
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to take my battle axe off my back and swing it downward onto Cultist 1.
Yeah, we gotta go this way. Somebody's marked.
Oh yes. And deep do you bury your battle axe into the skull of your enemy.
Damn it, I'm down.
The cultist twitches as its eyes roll into its what's left of its head and falls limp at the table there in front of you.
Okay, and I can still move, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then the axe that I've thrown, do I have that back, or is it still in him?
It's still in him.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case,
Behind those bushes, I think. Yep, right there.
there's and
They went inside the house.
into my turn.
Yep, right there.
So I'm good to hit turn complete now, right? Sweet, sweet.
Cultist 5 is dead also. The only one left is the wizard. Huh. Well, he ain't going out like no bitch.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Probably means I'm gonna get
No, as long as he keeps throwing fireballs like that, I think we'll be okay.
Ooh.
brother.
Yeah, I think Leon's up on the roof paying attention to the, like, looking around it.
He comes around the corner there, uttering foul incantations. Druid, roll me an arcane check.
I'm sorry, you.
Arcane, is that under skills?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
You literally have no understanding of what is happening at all. You're like, what?
Shit, I need a weapon. That would be a fun-
First nat one of the night.
He comes around the corner and just unleashes a gout of pure black flame and sprays over the two of them, engulfing them in nasty flames. The tabaxi and the human Fall, breathing in fire. Both of you guys failed. Damn. All right, so what happens now in 5th edition, you have death saving throws. So what that means, even though your guys' characters are at 0 health, if you fail your death saving throw 3 times, you are dead. All right, in my world, if combat is over before your 3rd death saving throw takes place, then you're good. But if combat continues and you fail your 3rd death saving throw, you are dead. The game is automatically calculated that if you do a natural 20 on a save, you are stabilized. If you roll a 1 on a death saving throw, it counts as 2 death saving throws that you fail.
Whew.
So,
Roger that.
Greensleeves, you just watch as this wizard comes around the corner and spews a blackish fire over the 2 patrons. Oh, wait a minute, time out. You do have an opportunity, Riffraff, to use your Bardic Inspiration on that because you're still new to the game, and I also forgot. You can add a D6 to your saving throw, right? So let me double check to see if that's even... Yes. You have a 50-50 shot of passing that saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
If you decide to use it. All right.
There's no reason I wouldn't use that, right? Like,
There's no reason whatsoever.
yeah. Okay.
So roll a d6. Just grab a d6 off the bottom of your screen there. Grab it and throw it in the chat box.
Oh my god.
No, even your inspiration cannot keep your fur from getting singed. That sea shanty was good, but you were sick of hearing them. And when you try to draw upon it, you're like, you know what, man, I am good. I'm good.
Oh, shit.
Aaron.
All right. So I'm gonna. Yeah, that was scary. But I'm gonna between me and the exit. So move forward, keep a safe distance, and cast Vicious Mockery.
And the vicious joke is...
Oh, you really would think I'd be ready for this.
It's not as easy as it sounds.
But you call that a fireball? That's what I got.
He is wounded that he called upon the dark flames of evilness and roasted 2 of your friends, and you are not scared. He is upsetted. He has been viciously mocked.
All right. So then I do the attack thingy from under Vicious Mockery to
Yep.
damage.
Yes, sir.
Who? Wait, hop on to what? Oh, because I was like, I don't know where the hell I am.
All right, now let me double check something.
I'm up in the air going into the circle.
Disadvantage on the next attack. Cool. All right, so go ahead and pass your turn. Arshun, what do you do? From your vantage point up there, you just saw this this person unleash black flames from his hand, engulfing 2 of the people that have been working with you, fighting off the
Okay.
cultists.
So this isn't a wall. It's more of like a stage, just a higher area.
Yes, just like a
by the
style.
steps.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, sorry, that's my fault. There's a table there. Go ahead and cancel that for me if you don't mind. Oh, okay, or accept it. That works
I
too.
might just move you back. I hit the wrong button. All right, go ahead.
There's 20.
Oh shit! Damn it! I'm getting killed. Fuck.
There we go.
Wait, sorry. So that's not a wall right
I
there?
don't know,
It's
I
just
just
like a
killed
just a
somebody.
stage.
And they came up behind me.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Oh shit! You guys
what could go wrong?
No wonder.
All right, and as I move closer to the edge of the stage, I pull out my trusty sling and because I am out of range. Do I need to do that myself, or will the game auto-calculate distance?
The game does not auto-calculate distance.
Gotcha. I'll roll disadvantage real quick.
You don't have a crossbow?
I do not.
Oh, either way though, you got lucky. Woo! Yeah, because it was a 19 and a 13. Drop that 19. I was like, oh no, oh. That bardic luck is coming through, boys. Oh man.
Okay.
Wham!
Nice.
Smash a rock into the side of the head of that wizard. He's still standing though, bloodied.
Down trying to kill somebody in a group of like 4 or 5 people. Somebody's trying to laser shoot you.
All right, if you would go ahead and pass your turn.
Yeah.
We're just standing there.
Riffraff, boom, let's see what happens. First death save is success.
Yes.
All right, now just for this session, because I forgot to turn it off,
Over there.
it's going to auto do it. I prefer that you guys roll it. Or what are your guys' thoughts?
I'll take that save. So.
He said right now it sounds perfectly balanced.
All right, Riff, go ahead and pass your turn.
That too.
There's more coming too.
Ooh, they might survive the first combat. Both of them pass their first death saves. All right, go ahead and pass your turn.
Yep. How bad? Have a moment.
Shatterstone.
So seeing the wizard shoot the fireball, I run down the stairs and behind this table,
Where is he? He's right there.
and I lob my last hand
Turn
axe.
around.
That is within range, right?
You got one shoot. You got
Target him.
directions.
Target him real quick.
Yeah, okay. No, wait, no, mine's 20, isn't it?
Yeah, so it'll be at disadvantage.
Hey, mine was 22. I lobbed that sling at 35. Okay, you can do anything.
Well, I only moved 15 feet, so I can move again, though, right? Or did I already
Yes,
use
you
my
can.
turn?
Yep, no, you can move again.
Okay, in that case. And it's still the same. Well, I'm gonna go with it. So disadvantage, and then change this to throne.
If you step there on that side of the table, you won't be at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. How do I cancel this roll? Oh, now I have 3 die.
Just
What,
roll it and then I'll fix it.
All right. So
He's over by the outside of the circle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Stay there for a minute and slowly turn. That's what's on.
So you come running down the steps and then slide across the top of the table, your feet planted, your arm reached back as far as it goes, and then with lightning reflexes, you release at the most pivotal moment. The axe seems to float through the air in slow-mo as time around you stops, almost back as your days in the arena, as you watch it slam straight into the mark, into the side of the head of the wizard. In slow-mo, he falls, kind of turning. As he does, you swear his eyes, one lights a green, one lights a red, as the life leaves them. And then time seems to come back to normal.
I know how much you love your apples. I know.
All right, so combat is done. We will no longer be using, the initiative order. What do you guys that are still standing do?
Is this just anybody?
Yes,
Where are we
just
going?
anybody. Just anybody.
Okay.
It's literally at this point. It's like the first one that talks is going to be the one that.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I want to retrieve my axes that I threw.
His name's Leon.
I'm assuming I can only get one at a time. Since the instant. Okay. So I just move my character to it.
Yep.
The boy. Yeah, you stuff it
Since
back
you guys
in
have
the
there you go.
You know where Aunt Nikki's from, right? Where am I from?
How's mine and Al-Anon's health looking? Are we revived, but we're still down, or?
Well, that's it. The reason I say this is just to see what the rest of the people do around you. Because if they just let you leave there bleeding out, dying, then that's kind of what happens. That's
Sorry,
what.
I really need my axe. It's like it's really. I don't understand.
All right, so that's what Elric does. Varshun.
Okay. Let's see. I will use Cure Wounds. Let's see. Oh, hang on. I have to walk to him, actually.
Yeah.
Can I leap? You said it's 5 foot up. I can surely leap 5 foot down, right? Just take
Yes.
5 off of my.
Yeah.
Do I take 5 feet off of my movement?
Well, the way the squares are right there, where the wall is at will count as a 5 foot square, so you'll be all right.
Okay. All right.
I'm going where everybody else is.
So I will move right next to Arshun. Or sorry, Alanon.
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 Way
Gotcha.
much people over here. All I have is a pistol.
I will target you very shortly. Don't worry.
And then he slides a dagger between your ribs.
Okay, there we go. And then I cast Cure Wounds on this wonderful man right here.
Ooh, that's a big heal. Nice.
Yes, brought back from the brink. You are almost swimming amongst the stars.
And
The skin.
my turn. We're good.
Yep. And the skin that was once boiled and cracked and burnt is healed and replaced. Your body is sore and aches apart. There are some burn scars across your forearms, though, that don't seem like they might not heal.
And then I ask him as he rises up from the ground, do you have any miracle berries that could possibly be used? And then I'll wait for a response.
All right, well, hold on before you... Go ahead.
I'm pretty discombobulated, so I'm gonna say something in Druidic to him that he cannot comprehend.
All right. Aaron, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna head over and start helping with the healing too. Can't quite get there though, so I'm just gonna walk over and hang out with everybody.
Well, this is again, cutscene style stuff. So the mechanics of character movement and stuff like that are loose.
All right, I guess we're not just gonna hang out and all right, cool. All right, so I'll use Cure Wounds on Riffraff.
Hey.
Hey.
I just can't beat this guy. Like, at any point.
I think he got another follower here in 2 tonight. So.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, so the cultists of the Red Face have been defeated. You guys have saved part of the festival of Two Bells. But what is going on outside? Is there more chaos and destruction? Is that screams you guys hear coming from in the courtyard farther out? Who knows? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a 15-minute break, and we will return to Thursday Night Brew.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's the hit time? 10:05.
Sweet.
Man, Donnie, I told you I was going to die in the first combat. I didn't get hit.
Yeah, well, I almost, like, I was really debating, do I save the guy dead on the ground or do I heal myself? Because I was at 3 health. I was starting to get nervous. If that dagger wouldn't have, like, hit a vital organ, I would have been pretty fucked there.
That's all right. If you wouldn't have shanked him, I was ready with my axe. For the love of that hoe.
You would have missed and hit me. I know you're
Probably.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
And now that it's not 5 o'clock, I can grab alcohol. So
Well, 5 o'clock's the perfect time.
Yeah, dude. And you, never mind. You're hanging out with engineers, brother.
Zach, your mic's on. Your mic's on.
Your mic's on.
You. Yeah, he's done this live stream.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's like us on here, but break.
that's cool. Sky talked about doing cosplay with me.
You the only one here?
No, I'm here too.
Oh, okay. Bet.
I'm just over here patiently waiting for it to start so I can get my other axe, you know?
You're not leaving those, huh?
For sure not. So we can level up and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does he do the levels? 'Cause I know some of them doing like in like stages, and then some
That's
of them
how
do it
he-
through like actual
how he does
XP
it.
in stages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think you get a cumulative and per stage he gives you levels, because otherwise you'll be playing for a year and a half at a 1 day a week, at 1 day every 2 weeks, and you'll still be level 3. And
Yeah.
like, so he does it like per stage. So more than likely next time we meet we'll be level 2. Then maybe next time, we might hit level 3, and so on and so forth.
Man, look at that girl over there in the casino just chilling with her coins.
Not for much
That's
longer.
something you
if I
need to bring
keep on
up.
moving.
You gotta go get them. Oh, I haven't forgot about it. Don't you worry.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over there, and before like y'all even know, and I'm gonna use my sleight of hand proficiency, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna pickpocket her and steal them, and she's not even gonna know where they went. So
Well, you better use some athletics or acrobatics to dodge this axe.
Wait, are y'all attacking each other?
No.
Getting those coins back, bro.
He said he was gonna go swipe them before we notice.
Wiper, stop swiping. All right, do the exploit. Still hot in the streets.
Yeah, super topical, bro.
Thanks, bro.
So who I forgot who knows each other in this, like in the game.
I know all of them, but the man with the beard.
Oh yeah, I only Nick.
Huh?
What?
Oh
He
yeah,
said
he only
only
knows
you.
I'm Nick, by the way.
Okay, so Nick, which one's your character?
I'm Riffraff.
Riffraff. Okay.
Don't you dare call him Nick. His name is Big Mo.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's it. That's what it's like. Don't tell them how uncool I am.
No, sure. No, that's an appropriate nickname.
Y'all tell each other how uncool I am, and y'all, or else y'all know me.
His name is Mosley, most commonly known as Big Mo.
Big
Uh,
Mo.
He's a legend on the railhead. He got that specialist promotion just for how hard this man went at that railhead. Okay, I've never seen someone railhead quite like him. It's very.
You got your four, Mosley?
I'm just nodding like I know what railhead is.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, I
I
went to
think I know, but
Kentucky
you can't be what they're
2
talking about.
times.
Oh, okay. I still know.
Imagine dying and going to hell, and that's what Railhead feels like.
That's what got me drinking again so much. Was fucking.
Like, they don't understand. I told them, I was like, it really sucked. And they was like, oh, what'd you do? And I'm like, we drove vehicles onto a train. And they're like, that couldn't be that hard.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, where me and Zach are right now, this is our office. Like, this is how hard our work is. And fucking Railhead is fucking Texas heat. It's a big fucking change.
Bro, I work at KFC.
Imagine.
I was transporting a freaking kid today, and he was like, I'm kind of sweating back here. You all right? I still haven't gotten over the adjusting to the Texas heat, man.
Yeah. Fuck that, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, in the store, they'll be like, it's so hot in here. And I'm like, y'all are, like, I'm over here shivering. And I'm like, can we turn the heat up? And they're dying.
Bro, they're always cold, though.
Especially the
y'all
old
work
people.
together at KFC?
Yeah, he's my manager.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I get to boss him around,
He's also been my best friend for 9 years. So
unfortunately.
Crown Royal peach is not the move, by the way.
It's not
Still
the move.
drinking it, but it's not the move.
I mean, you can always shimmy it over here to my house, you know what I'm saying?
Are you just drinking that straight? Yeah.
Oh.
Are you
With
just
ice,
drinking-
yeah. No.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Show for show. Yeah, I'm just rolling with it, so whatever y'all decide is cool with me.
What do y'all think? D20, 1 through 10 is the role play option.
That's fine.
Okay, so I mean, still D20, 10 below 50. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Sweet.
All right. McDuffie, I mean, you want to guess the high and low?
It's on you. Don't mess it up like the song, though.
Well, I mean, either way, we don't mind. So
Oh, yeah, true.
low being role play, high being combat. Cool.
Hey, works for me.
So I don't mind either way. Either way, I think it'll be enjoyable. So
Yeah.
Sure.
I might get killed again.
oh, true. We haven't even recovered. Like, I'm still at 3 health over here. Like, yeah, I don't care to fight another like difficult enemy. Acting like I totally forgot about that one.
Scorched.
So yeah, it's we're gonna see what happens, guys.
No, Sunny doesn't do that.
All right, welcome back, everybody, as we catch the guys off guard. I'd like to do that every once in a while to see, what's going on. And on top of that, sometimes we get some good side notes, role-playing things going on. So welcome back to Thursday Night Brew. And again, I'm still your host and DM, Ford Stillwater, here with Triple J. So our adventurers have just been attacked by some strange cultists in the town of Two Bells. They were enjoying some drinks, having some fun, maybe getting ready to get some gambling on, got robbed. The typical adventurer life when some craziness happened. They just got done finishing a vicious battle against some cultists, and they hear more ruckus outside of the tavern. What are you guys gonna do?
I would like to make my way up to the. Wait, where'd our people go?
I cleared the map. We'll do theater of the mind for this part. One, it's easier on all your guys' resources and my resources when I get ready to drop this next map and everything. So,
Got you. I would like to head up to the gaming area and see if that elf lady's still there.
she is gone like a fart in the wind.
Damn.
All right then. I guess since she's gone, I'll just search the area and see if there's anything to make up for the lost coin. If I can. Sorry.
Irene, aren't you happy that our woman was not as theftish?
So you start searching the bodies. All right. Now, there's an investigation skill that you can use, but that takes time, and it goes by minutes to do that. Now, if you just want to do a quick once-over of some of the cultists there in front of you, we can do that too. It depends on how in-depth you want to get in with the searching.
I just want to do a quick glance over and then meet up with the folks that were fighting with me.
All right, you kind of kick the cultists over, one of them, not giving it too much of a thorough search. You don't see anything on it more than just normal peasant's clothes and the red dust across its face.
Okay.
And some of them, what's left of their face.
So then, do I have anything with me that I can use to take a sample of the dust?
You can reach down on one of the cultists. You find a pack of the pouch of the dust. You find a pouch with a little bit of the dust still left in it. What is everybody else doing?
Okay. Is the barkeep still there? Is there anyone in the tavern besides us?
Yes, there are still patrons in the tavern. Most of them have, fled out. There's still a few people holding wounds, stab wounds. Other ones, are cowering in the corner. The barkeep is standing behind the bar with what seems to be the largest spiked club ever seen in existence.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do what I was gonna do then. In that case, I'm gonna get my other axe from the casino.
All right, so yes, you retrieve both of your axes. What does Riffraff do?
Riffraff, I can get up, lick my wounds. I do kind of the same thing. Do a once over for any loose coin, any coins or belongings that aren't tied down that I could see easily, and then can I roll a perception check for that, or?
Yes, But even though what's around you, there's nothing that seems worthwhile, even just with your passive perception.
Then I'll speak with Aaron Greensleeves and thank him for saving my life, and just kind of speak with him and kind of try to start understanding how he knew that sea shanty and what he's all about. If there's anything nefarious about him knowing a sea shanty and then saving my life.
Oh, there's somebody over here.
And I just reassure him that no, I'm just an enthusiast of the sea shanty genre, and yeah, check around. I'd like to glance at the cultists nearby, see if there are any weapons that they may have had and dropped that we could gather up.
The daggers that they were wielding seem to be the most relevant. What's lying around amongst them?
I'll grab me a dagger.
Yeah, I got it earlier.
Are we all rolling this check?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. Who's blasting behind us?
You realize that everyone's gonna want to try and loot, so might as well just throw this for everyone right now.
This is plot device. Riff and Arshoon. As you guys are starting to look over the bodies and whatnot, and checking out what's going on around you, you guys hear a horrible scream coming from outside of the inn, farther out, and it's not just one, but now there's many. Sounds like there's definitely a lot of commotion going on outside of the inn.
I relay that to the potential allies around me and let them know that I believe that there's trouble outside.
I grew up on the streets and generally don't go looking for trouble, but it seems like we may need to check it out. So,
No, I know, but I tried.
what do you guys think about going and seeing what's happening?
Like the cut of your jib, stranger.
I
Come on, you just seem like a street fella. Let's go outside.
Is there any windows that point out towards the street?
If I can find one,
Yes, there's a couple of windows that do point out towards the street.
if I can find another one.
Okay. Can I look out that window and see what's going on outside? Perception or?
As you look out the window, these strange beasts, one of these strange beasts comes running by, and it belches out green noxious gas. Townsfolk that are caught in it kind of stumble and fall. Some start puking and vomiting from their faces. Just everything starts coming out. Other ones are sitting there kind of shaking as a few more of these beasts kind of emerge around a corner from you see down the street, just grabbing up people and eating them. Standing back behind them seems to be somebody in you would definitely say in nobleman's clothes, who has a strange rod in hand, and it seems to be directing two of these creatures.
Where'd everybody go?
Wait, so how many of the creatures are there?
Two.
Did we see? Did we see two?
He can see two of them.
Oh, okay, so we don't see anything.
Nope, not yet.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, where is everybody?
Can I relay that to them? Just be like, hey guys, I just seen this big, bipedal monster just throw up on some guys and make them melt.
Trying to get up here so I can get some more ammo.
I vote we stay inside the bar.
say we
I
send
was-
it to Gladiator first. That's all I'm putting out there.
As he says that, I grab a bottle of mead and say, "Today's a good day to die."
Do you make your way for the door?
All right. I would like to run to the. How close are the monsters together?
We don't know. We just seen one run past the window.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
when
Not
he
outside yet.
yeah, and then when he looked out the window, you just saw him kind of lurching around, and it looked like a nobleman with a rod, kind of like cracking the rod, and then them moving through and attacking random people. And then he moved away from the window and come running back up to tell all of you what's going on outside.
That's not taking me out of the storm.
Here, and I'll give you guys reference points now. You guys can decide if you want to leave the tavern or not.
I would like to. Yeah, I'm gonna follow behind the gladiator.
Am I gonna make it? I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh, I just made it.
I too will follow him out.
Poor baby.
I will just towards the other bard that you should go first.
And I will go first, but I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant first,
I just realized
and
I'm
have
away from you guys. Like,
my Unseen Servant just walk in front of me as I walk out.
And then I follow them out.
All right. So let me know when you guys. Oh, somebody got disconnected. It happens though. Let me know when you're back into the game, and then let me know when you guys the map loads for you.
Good.
I'm good whenever.
Map is loaded for me.
That is cool.
What am I shooting at?
Almost done. Give me one more second, guys.
There's a shark after me.
I'm populating the street. All right, so as you guys all come rushing out of the tavern there, you see a horrific sight in front of you as these strange creatures are laying havoc along the street. And somebody dressed in fine clothes, what can only be assumed as a nobleman, with a strange rod seems to be commanding them. Each time the beast stops to feast upon one of its victims, the nobleman raises the rod in a red light followed by like a greenish glow emanates from the end of the rod, and the strange beasts continue to push forward deeper into this town, never stopping and finishing a meal, but just ravishing chaos. Yep, what you just pointed out, that is the nobleman. You see around bodies of townsfolk. Also, to the up and down the road farther down, there are more globs of that green smoke that these strange creatures seem to be emitting. Screams can be heard coming from every corner now in the town of Two Bells.
All right. Real quick, how do I bring back up the map for the outside on the street?
Okay, I can reshare it to you, but there's also another way. Is you can go on your left side, right side of the screen, where all the tabs are at, one that says images. I don't know. Do you have yours set up that way? Click on images. Go under the group uncategorized.
Okay.
All right, and then. Do I have it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Warbringer 0, man. Come on.
It just crashed.
That's all right. We can continue to move forward if you don't mind while you're rebooting in.
Yeah, carry on.
All right. You guys go ahead and Wrong button.
Shit. Oh, it's lying in the water. I'm shooting over here at them. Where is he? Oh, I see somebody.
Oh. Sorry, my cat was being very needy.
It happens.
So are we keeping this distance as combat starts, or would we be at the door of the tavern?
Just for time and sake, that is the door of the cat. Where you guys are at is the door. So there's an awning over it. If I still have the other map up, you can see that there was an awning where you guys were at. So
Yeah.
Shatterstone is quite the distance. That's why I was wondering.
And he's across the street. Okay. So.
Sorry, I'm ready.
all right. So green sleeves, go ahead and roll me an initiative after you get logged back in. And
It's gonna take its back.
Is the initiative, is that gonna do the order of attack?
yes,
Is that
sir.
how that works? Okay.
We all need to
Yes,
play
sir.
together more often. Dude, Daniel, think about it. If it weren't for
While this is loading, how often can we use like our cantrips? Like
Cantrips, you can use them all day, every day. Like, boom, right? It's your spells that you have to get back after rests.
Okay, so like, since I already used Cure Wounds once today, I can't use it until like a full rest.
Yep, full rest.
Oh, good. Yeah, it doesn't automatically check a spell slot, but it'll automatically use ammo, just so y'all know.
Yeah, because a lot of the abilities and stuff like that are, you can't program it for it to use everything. Fantasy Grounds is amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love this software. Being able to do this and, being able to manipulate it is great. Does it have some faults? A few and far between. So I really enjoy this software. But yeah,
I wouldn't
you're
even
right.
consider that a fault.
All right, so you back in there, Killer?
It's still loading.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll your initiative for you if you don't care.
I don't care.
Nat 20.
Oh, it was almost 20, and then you said, and it rolled. All right, Shun, you're up.
All right. So since we just exited, am I in touching distance of Shatterstone, or do I need to move closer?
You need to move closer because he went out the door and you were a few steps behind.
Gotcha.
You probably have let him watch it.
You're up, Killer. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to move.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, boom.
Awesome. And then I will use heroism
Which one?
on and that is per turn.
This one?
Okay.
Up to 1 minute. Every one of his turns, he gets 4 temporary hit points.
Ooh, nice. Now, did it give him? Yep, cool. I don't know if it will click the 4 at the beginning of each turn, but it might. All right, and that was a good idea because he's going to need them.
Yeah, I'm about to get wrecked for sure.
Well, there's some
both attack before me.
there's some cannon fodder in front of you. I am a generous DM.
But now I only moved 15 points, so now I would also like to move another 15 points.
All right, so for realism's sake, realism's sake. Ha! 5, 10, 15. Boom. Right there.
Okay.
And again, when later on when I get the rest of the maps programmed, there will be walls and stuff like that there. So, all right.
Okay. Sorry, I just thought that was all the entrance.
No, that's all good. All right, so go ahead and pass your turn, good sir.
My bad.
Ooh, all right. What is it, Dretch 1? Let's see what happens to this poor. All right. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh
3 dice. I
man.
don't like that. 3 dice. I don't like that.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay. So as you guys, as you are all standing there getting a run towards these beasts. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So as you guys, as you come running out, and the heroism is placed upon you, in the back of your mind, Shatterstone, the roar of the crowds and the blood pumping through your veins of when you claimed victory after victory against your enemies in the arena comes forefront in your mind, and you're thinking of all the horrific things you're going to do to these beasts. Then you watch as the first one grabs a poor townsfolk as she is trying to run away. Its claws rake down its back, piercing through it, lifting it up, and then with opening its jaws enormously wide, takes and bites the head off of one of the townsfolk, throwing its corpse up against the walls. A sickly smack sound is heard, easily tossing 200 plus pounds 30 foot into a wall. Then you watch as the other one scrambles and slams its claws into the water of the fountain there. The water starts to turn red, and then the claws come out with a human impaled upon them, screaming in agony and pain, thinking they could hide from the beast under the water. This one takes its other sets of claws and buries it into the poor townsfolk, shredding it in half. Both beasts turn and look at you with bloodlust in their eyes.
Sweet.
That was a very good turn for you, Colton, because that could have been you. Or sorry, Ulrich.
I'm back in. How do I pull the map up? I missed when you were telling.
I can share it for you. I'll just share it again.
Cool.
Riffraff, what do you do?
All right, so I don't want to take these guys head on, so I want to sneak around the corner. It's not letting me move. Want to sneak to the other side of Arshoon, behind this other villager, and I'd like to.
There?
Yes. Yeah, right there. That's perfect. And then I would like to use sneak attack and use my short bow to attack Dretch number 1.
Yeah, like the guns and the gold, the ammo.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a stealth.
Over here.
Hmm.
Oh shit. Where?
Oh
Jeez.
God, Jesus! Even with your freaking roll low.
With +8.
Yeah, my passive perception is blah.
Thank God.
Roll your attack, but don't add sneak. It followed you with its eyes as you tried to hide in the shadows of the tree.
Without, okay.
Yeah, roll your attack, and if you hit, don't get this sneak damage. I got you with this. I don't know if this will hit it or not. No, it missed.
Yeah, I could, or I crafted it.
Rough rolls.
Don't worry, we have a nat 20 bard.
Let's hope if you can
Get the bird
stay.
out of here.
If he can stay connected, he can. All right, Riff, pass your turn.
Right, where?
Side note, guys, I'm getting offline right now. Great.
On art?
Yeah, I think my enemies knew that I was going to be DMing tonight, so they decided to mount an attack.
I hear
Good
it.
for them.
No! You told me to send the stream to them. They know what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Well, I wanted to see if who was going to attack me and who wasn't.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's going to be glorious because I might go ahead and after this is over, stream that battle. We'll see what happens. Dun, dun, dun.
That's
All right, Alan, what do you got, buddy? What's going to happen? What can you do? Good, Darius.
I see Dretch number 1 absolutely destroy a villager.
Need more ammo for my purple gun.
And I say absolutely not, and I would like to cast Entangle on it.
nice.
Smart.
Oh no, honey.
All right,
I had
so
something to upgrade.
let's check something real
One over
quick.
here.
20-foot square. So, all right, guys, for everybody's knowledge, if you take your cursor, your cursor over the map and right-click it, it'll bring up a radial menu with many different options. One of those options is pointers. You can click on the pointer, and it gives you an option between a cone, a circle, a square, or just a good old-fashioned arrow. So for spell areas, for him, he wants to draw a square. So you just click on square, you drag it out. That is going to give you your 20-foot radius, right? You can see where you want it centered at. I always have a hard time rotating it properly, but so you can technically get both of them in an entangle and a poor villager.
Dude, it's the circle of life, man. Got to be done.
All right, so target the other Dretch also. Then cast your entangle, sir.
So control click. Control click. Wait, pick my guy. Control click.
Got him tapped. All right.
Nice.
Oh, that is not the right button. How?
You are going to hit that little magnifying glass, which is going to give you another drop-down menu.
Yep.
You'll hit the save roll.
Yeah, oh, somebody's shooting at me.
One is failure, so it's automatically targeted that one still. Go ahead now and hit the effect in the drop-down menu there. And it should. And now it just applied the restrained effect to Dretch 2. Dretch 2 is stuck.
Is that a strength save?
Back where
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And it's a concentration, so I can't do anything else. So I'm gonna.
No, you can do other stuff. You cannot cast another spell that requires concentration. You can do anything else. You can attack. You can run away. You can do whatever. Just you cannot cast another concentration spell.
Can I use a bonus action?
Oh, they're coming.
Yes.
I will cast Shillelagh, and then
Can't cast 2 spells in 1 round.
Oh,
That's where it gets tricky with what you can and can't do with a bonus action.
Where is he?
got you. Man,
There he is.
I played this game so much, and I just genuinely don't understand bonus actions.
Yeah, and then you get into reactions. Well, like I said, as we grow in the game, it will become more. And I'm trying to remember if you can target just who you want your spell to target. Like if you're for your buddy to go running in there and not have him to worry about dealing with your magic.
Hmm.
Well, he could go to the left and stay out of the entanglement.
Yeah.
Yes, so like, because that that makes the ground difficult terrain. So that square is difficult terrain now. Just so
Yeah,
everybody knows.
but yeah, so it takes double movement. So one square equals 10 feet inside of that. Except for Dredge 2 is stuck. All right, so that's your turn. If you would pass it, good sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where I put the combat tracker menu at.
Oh, just
It's somewhere in here. There's the dredge. There's the notes.
Oh, somebody's coming in a car.
All right, so yeah, my bad because I forgot that you guys haven't played this too much. But what I will do is we will go over how to set your screen up next time we play. I'll share my screen and how I got it set up. So this way, because space management is big in this. Because before you know it, like you guys have noticed, you got 15 windows opened up, and you're like, "Where is shit?" Shatterstone, what do you do?
And he gets 4 additional hit points on his turn.
I think he gets them on your turn
That's
because he already got them as soon as you cast the spell. So he's got 4 now.
It says, until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting's ability modifier at the start of each of its turns.
All right, so technically it would be its turn now. So it's already given him the 4. So next time it's his turn again, he'd get another 4.
Okay, gotcha.
Will those stack
Yes.
Yeah.
as long as they've not been depleted?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I, seeing that the noble is kind of controlling them or whatever, I want to get a little bit closer. And then I'm going to realize that I didn't get close enough. So I'm going to get a little bit closer again. And then I will take my hand axe. Okay. All right, so if it's 25 and I can throw it at 20, I have to do it with a disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. If I move down 1, will I be in the dangerous terrain? If I'm still, because I'm technically touching it. I don't know how that works.
So with this terrain right now, because Entangle, they've changed the spell. So right now, anything inside the square is double movement speed. If you were inside the square when the spell was cast, you have a chance of getting entangled. Anybody that is past the check now just double the movement speed to get through that. So yes, you can stand there and do what needs to be done. Just if you wish to move through it, each square equals 10 feet.
Okay. All right. Well, I've got him targeted, so I'm going to throw my hand axe at him.
Whammy!
Nice.
And then I'll do my damage.
Nice.
Whammy! That hand axe goes flying through the air. The Dretch reaches out a claw to try to stop it from smacking into the noble, but the entangled vines keep it pinned down and unable to react. The axe soars through the air and slams deep into the collarbone of the noble. Cries out in pain. "Ah! Why? whiny nasal voice fills the air. But you promised! You promised this all would be mine! Alright, pass your turn.
You share the map to me one more time? I got booted between the last two times we talked about.
No problem.
Thank you.
Loving that laptop. How's
Go ahead
that?
and shoot at the
Sure, right.
disadvantage and run 2 nat 20s real quick.
I do suggest if you have any other programs running in the background besides Fantasy Ground and Skype, just shut them down.
I don't have anything actively running, but I'm afraid if I open my task manager, it'll crash it again.
Big bucks, no whammies. Big bucks, no whammies.
I think my PC is okay.
Yeah. So for the noble, so where does it show? Like, does it show how much damage I did to him?
No,
I see that. I see that.
With enemies, you can only see their state. So if you scroll down on the combat tracker, it'll say heavy. That's like heavy bleeding. Like he's not okay. You really hurt him. And like on the top, the dredges, you can see healthy, but you can see our hit points and stuff.
Oh, I'm dumb. I was looking at order and I thought that said hit points for him. Okay, I got you now. I got you now.
All right. I'm gonna move forward.
All right, I'm gonna. Before you go, the one in front of you is not entangled. The other one is.
Neat.
Because you wasn't in there for that. I will allow you to move back and recalculate your decision.
Yeah. That
Over here by me.
It does. Right there, I think. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, there's 2.
All right.
Shit.
So instead of moving there, I'm gonna move over here.
We've only got one more to get.
Hide behind the fighter. Hiding behind the fighter is always the best option.
Yeah.
He's a heroic
Yeah, told you.
as well. You know.
And hit him with the old vicious mind.
Classic.
Do you have a joke this time?
Yeah,
Maybe.
sounds good.
As he goes
That's why
to
we keep
Google.
winning, baby.
All right, so I scream out,
Oh, I
"How do you
know.
fix a broken chimp?"
Yeah, but he's really good at saying
With a monkey wrench.
Just like every time I
Yeah,
do that,
whatever, I
he
told
constantly
this.
jump around and get a good shot at him. Do you?
Oh, was that supposed to be at the Dretch or the Noble?
When I get five in the morning,
Shit.
drink my
Yeah,
coffee.
I'm in to be at the Noble.
Okay. That changes things
Yeah,
up a
you're
little
right, you
bit.
like your coffee, don't you?
Yeah.
Can't function without it, huh? That's
Full
good, your
stars,
mom is
3
a
more.
I was too excited about my joke.
All right. So you come running up and you're like, I got a zinger for you. And as you do that, he's like, that's. Ah! And the psychic energy washes over him with the impact of it. Shakes his body, convulsing him, causing the hand axe to like break free from the laughter that he's emitting. His lifeblood spews from it, and he falls down and crumples. The staff, the little rod he had in his hand, bursts into a red-green flame, engulfing him in it. The 2 dretches that are there scream uncontrollably. What's wrong? Button? Give me a second.
Brew.
Ooh. Thankfully, all of you have been seasoned and dealt with oddities and the horrors of the world. Wait a minute. Still okay. Yeah. The ear-piercing screeches that they let loose, bellowing across the town, seem to not affect you, though most of the townsfolk cower in fear. Some soil themselves, others run in a blind panic.
I would just like to say, first nat 20 of the night.
There we go.
Nice.
Dark.
I rolled a dividend 2.
All right, hang on. Let me fix my map real quick. It's slightly out of perspective. There we go.
So how long does the entanglement go on? How long does that last?
Uno momento, por favor. Concentration up to 1 minute. So as long as he doesn't cast another concentration spell or get hit with something where he breaks his concentration, that thing will last for 10 rounds.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
probably black instead.
So I don't plan on getting anywhere near those things, so I'm rolling at a disadvantage real quick. Hang on. I accidentally rolled without my disadvantage, so one moment. There we go.
You can stand back there and cast Vicious Mockery on him. It's about the same amount of damage, honestly.
Is Vicious Mockery? It has the same range, I believe. 60 feet.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Hang on.
So because you're still learning and whatnot, and it is first session, I'll let you go ahead and change your decision on that one.
All right. Well, I'm insulting the fuck out of him. And see on Google. I'm glad you call. It means there's more I can despise. And I will.
It failed. Roll your damage. Good thing, because
It wasn't much of a zinger. I'll get him next time.
One damage, brother.
hey, yep. Go ahead and pass your turn, unless you're going to move. Yes, move closer. Move closer.
Me and my 3 health will stay over here.
Dretch 1. The poor townsfolk who not only soiled himself, but who's entrapped in the entanglement. Oh, you guys are so lucky I'm rolling this against the NPCs, because if it was against you all, you'd be smoked. I mean, straight smoked. Yes, the dretch just falls on the poor townsfolk and rips him to shreds and starts eating limbs whole.
Don't worry, you could take that even with your 4 temporary health. You know.
All right.
Be fine.
Well, I should have 8, right?
No,
So-
no, on
No,
your
I think-
next turn.
On your
Have
next
8.
turn, you'll have 8. All right. So let me double check this.
Is that you shooting? Yeah, somebody's shooting at me.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yes. Oh, that's you. You're shooting. It's 2. I saw your
All
name
right,
above
cool.
it.
So it's gonna hit you.
It is 2.
Look at Elric's face. He's like, oh no.
Ooh, so Elric, as you're standing there, you know you release that battle axe. dropping him. In the confusion and the chaos of watching the nobleman being engulfed in red and green flames, you stand there with jaw open. Though you've seen many things in your life, this is something completely and utterly new to you. During that time, the Dretch spews noxious gas from its orifices across its body. A 10-foot cloud emanates from it. You there, standing in the mouth agape, inhale the noxious fumes, and it become poisoned from it.
You're shooting at us.
Oof.
All right, so you can, while poisoned in this way, the target can take either an attack or a bonus action on its turn, not both, and can't take reactions.
Now, honey, we gotta
So
run.
it's not honestly that bad of a poison. It's not hurting you or anything like that. But you being a fighter, you do have some bonus action abilities
Okay.
or attack abilities, so you can only use one or the other.
Okay.
All right, Riffraff.
All right. So I'm going to sneak
You did.
across to the face of the bar here. 15, 25. And
Well,
then
no, honey, don't take us away from the other two. Put me
I
down.
will attempt another stealthy bow attack at Dretch number 1 and
Thank you.
attempt that shot again.
Yep.
So
Trying to stay with Leon and.
do I just roll the attack?
No, roll the roll the stealth first.
Stealth. Alright.
Shit, it's over this way.
Hey.
Hey.
There you go.
And he is blind.
And yeah, like even if I roll perfect, I can't see you.
Sneaky, sneaky.
All right,
Oh.
so let me double check your character sheet to make sure it's programmed. It is not. So hold on 1 second while I do something to your character sheet, okay?
All right. Oh, I also didn't target Dretch 1.
That's all right. All right, so if you check your actions tab now, you have a spell. It says spells cantrip. I'll change that to class ability. So what you'll do is you'll click the eyeglass next to your abilities there where it says sneak attack. It's going to give you another drop down menu that's going to have sneak attack damage and sneak attack on turn. All right. So you passed your stealth, so hit the sneak attack on turn self. The bottom two of the effects.
On turn, self. Okay.
All right. Now go ahead and target the Dretch 2, or whichever Dretch you were shooting at.
Oh, I see somebody. I see somebody.
Dretch 1. Okay.
All right, you got him targeted. All right. Now go ahead and hit the effect. Sneak attack damage 1d6 on yourself. All right. Now just roll the damage dice. The damage.
The 1d6 plus 4 piercing.
Yep. And see how it automatically added your sneak attack damage to it.
Very nice.
And the effects of your sneak attack have worn off. So if you look on the combat tracker, it shows what effects that you have. So when you pass your turn, that sneak attack will come off.
Well, go away. Heck yeah.
Yep.
That's really cool.
All right. So seeing an opportunity, you run across in front of the inn there. You get where the to the backside of the dretch that's still feasting on the poor townsfolk trapped in the entangle. Right when it pops its head up, you let loose an arrow, burying it into the back of its head. But the creature still continues to squirm and scream in pain. All right, go ahead and pass your turn. All right, Druid, what are you doing, buddy?
All right. So I'm going to use my action to hold up. So if I cast a spell, Entangle goes away, correct?
Only if you cast a spell that requires concentration.
So, all right, so I can cast instantaneous spells without breaking concentration.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to cast Good Berry. It doesn't have the magnifying glass to do the thing.
All right, because Goodberry doesn't have like an effect or anything like that. All you're doing is creating healing items.
All right, so I'm going to create the 10 berries, and then in a very thick Scottish or Irish accent, say, "Dollar store cleric engaged," and then I'm going to move. Who was the hurt one? Was that you, Arshan?
Yes, I'm at 3 health currently. I'm pretty
Alright,
far out of
so-
combat, so.
I'm going to move my dude here. Why did I not move? Oh. And that's turn.
Now
Do you just want me to mark? Sorry. Do you just want me to mark the berries in my inventory?
Yeah, just create on your inventory, or just write it down on a piece of paper, honestly, because they come and go so much that if you put them in your inventory, you might forget, or next time we play, you think you still have them.
Got you. All right, I got it on a note.
All right, am I good?
You're good, Shatterstone.
All right. Time for a risky move.
you get 4 more health.
I got him.
You're amazing.
I think it's behind. Oh shit.
So I run over
Don't do
to
that,
the
honey.
Dretch 1 and unsheath my battle axe from my back.
I'm trying to find people so I can kill them. I can see somebody.
Whammy!
I
I can see somebody.
Bury the battle axe deep into it. Though it's still squirming. I mean, it is bloodied. An arrow to the back of the head. You cleave your battle axe into its side, ripping guts and ichor
Don't
as
forget
it
my
cleaves
roast.
through it. And the one little roast of psychic damage that started it all off. Green sleep. Well, anything else you want to do? Oh, no, that's all you can do because you're poisoned.
Can I move again or no?
If you move out of the threat range of it, I get to swing on you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay put then.
All right.
Oh, I need to get my turn.
All right. So if I use my crossbow, if I use my crossbow, is I'll work in like, the way? Or...
In 5e, they don't. I gotta double check the rules, but normally I play that if you miss their AC by 4 or more, you roll to attack your your buddy that's in there. So that's an old 3.5 rule. 5e, you can fire in combat. The only thing you get a disadvantage on is firing in melee. So.
Gotcha. And it is Dredge 2 still entangled, or that?
Yeah, no, it's still entangled. I just needed to clear it, clean up the,
Okay,
the
cool.
battlefield a little bit.
Hiding up on a thing where they
I'm
can't see me.
gonna Dredge 1 with the old crossbow.
I thought that was a 20 there for a minute.
Yeah, it's
Hold on, baby.
Telling you guys, these are nat 20 bars.
Nice, nice. The bard comes through again, takes aim as the dretch in its death throes stands up to its full height, getting ready to bear its claws down on Ulrich. You take your crossbow and shoot it in its throat, finally finishing it off as it gurgles on its lifeblood and falls into a heap. It quickly turns into a pile of ash caught up in a red-green fire. Say that again, sir.
I said, being hyped about that, I move over here.
All right, if you're good, pass your turn. Arshun.
Hold on.
Ah.
I'm trying to get in a good spot where I can snipe them.
All right. And Dredge 1 is dying. Okay, awesome. So now to slightly move.
That's the one. Oh, should jump. Damn it.
Damn.
Or just to square you up a little bit there. All right, go ahead.
And gain sight. And I pull out a dart
Hold on, baby.
and fling it at him. Wait,
Because it's entangled. That's why I rolled with advantage. You're good.
oh, okay. Gotcha. And then 12, hit it, boom.
I'm the only one. Son of a bitch, I'm screwed.
Hit him with that 4. You know how it is.
Oh, I know.
Dropping with them D4s. So you come running up and you're like,
Bad.
Shuriken Jutsu! And throw a dart through the air and just hit it in its hide. And it, it has now become enraged and is pulling at the vines that are entangling it and starting to rip through and tear through them.
Yeah, I'm
Notice
screwed, y'all.
I stayed behind Ulrich.
If you're good,
Alright.
sir, pass your turn.
Yeah, I was debating moving that extra 5 feet away or not.
What is your spell DC there, Druid, for your entangle?
It is strength saving throw. So is that my wisdom modifier?
Well, it should if you click on your character sheet, right, and then you hit that eyeglass, it's DC 14. It'll tell you right there.
Got you. Strength DC 14.
Oh! Oh! Utterly enraged that such a little dart hit it in its ash cheek, the dretch rips itself free and turns and looks towards Elric.
Thanks, bro.
That's its action, brother. I gave you what I could.
But I can still move closer. Riffraff.
Yes. So I will sneakily
Ooh.
around the backside.
I hate when people do that to me.
So you know I'm about to roll real good. Hey.
22. I have a chance.
Ooh,
No, I don't. You're good.
20.
No, I can't see a
Hold on, I got
22.
one more to get. Where is he?
All right. So for that cantrip,
Where is he?
sneak
there's
attack
two
on
more.
turn on self, and then
And the one's up in the
effect
freaking thing
damage,
trying to kill me.
and
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Yep. You forgot to target him again, but I got you.
oh shit.
You just dealt 16 damage.
No. That was just to hit. Now, all right. So
Okay.
your sneak attack hit. You're good to go. Your damage is figured. Go ahead and roll your damage. Your D6 plus 4.
6 plus 4.
Oh!
Not far off.
Yeah.
Oh! So as it comes running towards, after it rips itself free and starts making its way towards Elric, out of nowhere, from the corner of the cowering townsfolk, Riffraff comes sliding around like a ninja, bow in hand, lets loose an arrow, and it slams into the side of the head of the creature, knocking it sideways, almost dropping it to the ground.
Damn it!
Hell yeah.
And then after a few more stumbles, it just falls and bursts into red-green flames, leaving nothing more than a pile of ash.
Just out of curiosity, how much health did it have in the start? Did
Yeah.
that do all the difference, my throwing knife to the ash cheek?
Yes, because you did 4, he did 14. It had 18 hit points.
Let's go. Teamwork.
Some of that psychic damage too probably still resonated.
Oh, no, I didn't actually hit it. Oh, wait. Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yep.
You insulted him.
As you guys are
One
standing
damage,
there
one
looking
hit.
around, you still hear screams coming from around the city. Come marching up the streets, led by a dwarf. What looks to be like the remnants of a city guard and a few other townsfolk, with pitchforks and axes, some armed with swords and shields. What could this mean? What could have happened to our adventurers? What have they done for the town of Two Bells? In 2 weeks, we'll find out on Thursday Night Brew. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank all of my players, and I hope everybody had a great time tonight. Guys, what do you guys think so far, man? You liking this?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Definitely. Good stuff, guys. Well, it's been an amazing adventure tonight. I do milestone. So next Thursday or sometime prior to, in 2 weeks, sometime prior to, if you guys want to, I'll get my server up so you guys can go ahead and level your characters. And we'll see what happens from there. And again, everybody, those that tuned in, I appreciate you. Players, appreciate you always, man. I'm glad. I love to do this stuff. It's one of my passions, man. And I'm glad you guys let me, get to be out there and be a super nerd. And again, man, I'm glad everybody had a good time.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, so something we like to do over here at Triple J, and a lot of other people like to do. Say goodnight, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Bye.